Yo,
Yo.
I hear those fans in the back.
All right. So that was the
Love
first question. Are the miners too loud?
it. Nah. I can hear you.
All right, word. I was like, I'll unplug them if I have to, but after the difficulty adjustment last night, I really don't want to.
No, don't unplug them. I want you to get that coin.
Yeah, I usually unplug them like for the hour or whatever that I'm doing this, but it's too good right now.
Yeah, it's worth.
Oh fuck! All right, so I'm assuming you've listened to an episode, or one, or two, or half of one. Uh, so we're pretty much live right now. I
Nice.
go right off the rip from the time it connects. I don't do any editing. It's pretty much about as low fucking effort as you can get.
Love it. Quick and dirty.
Word. All right, so let's get into it. Where to start? Looking at my list that Greg says doesn't exist. Huh. Why don't we start with? Do you have any shitcoining experience? Were you a shitcoiner before you were a Bitcoiner?
Oh yeah, man. I was super into I actually wanted to start. So I first heard about Bitcoin when the Winklevi were like, you guys should buy Bitcoin. And this was when it like peaked at 1,000 in 2013, and then I kind of forgot about it until I think 20 must have been like the beginning of 2017. Um, and then towards the end of that year, that's pretty much how I got into shitcoining because everyone else was like, "Oh yeah, this is like the quickest way to get rich." I'm like, all right, I'm down. Um, Pretty sure I had like a bunch of like random shitcoins. I remember especially getting into Doge because of basically because of Reddit. Reddit is like the shittiest of shitholes ever, and that's kind of how I got into it. And like I don't know if you want to see like peak fiat, that's basically Reddit. Everyone on there is just so stupid and
Dude, I
so.
lost so much money fucking trading penny stocks on Reddit. Like,
Mhm.
ugly.
Yeah, yeah. When did you start getting into?
Into
I guess,
Bitcoin?
I guess like finance or whatever.
Uh, that's like, uh, yeah, I mean, so probably spring of 2020. I was like a late
Oh,
bloomer into finance.
okay. So
Like
when
I
we
had, I had
yeah
no fucking ambition to know. I gotta unplug these miners, dude. It's too fucking loud. Give me a fucking headache.
no my sets.
The best part is though, like when I unplug them, they'll like ride their hash down for like a half hour, and then they
Huh.
ride it back up, so it never really crashes to zero over the course of the podcast.
Oh sweet. Okay, that's chill.
So I'm just getting less sats. Yeah. So like, I was like a late arriver to finance like altogether. Like my wife had a 401k,
Mm,
but like, so like me and my wife are like polar opposites, right? My wife got a job working as a waitress when she was like 15, and she stayed with the company till she was like 26.
mm.
And then she went on to where she works now, and she's been there since. So she like did what you were supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like get a job and show up and do. And I like, yeah, I didn't. I like decided that it was way cooler. Like tune in. What is it? Tune in, uh, turn on, tune in, drop out. I was like 30 years late to that, but I was that was my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just wasn't fucking interesting to me to like. I don't know. I had that conversation with I forget who the fuck I was talking to about it. Maybe Branch Floridian. I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, yeah, man. Like I was like a math guy in high school. I was a calculus and trigonometry guy in high school, and like I don't know. I just took a left turn somewhere, and it was more fun to go to music festivals, and like I got into construction because I made really good money at a young age. And
Mm-hmm.
Like I just took all that money and partied with it until I was 26. So from like 17 to 26 was a fucking blur. And yeah, at 26 I got my shit together, and um I dated my wife in high school for 4 years, and then we went our separate ways for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
We got back together, and she told me to get my shit together. So I got my shit together and started fucking like really paying attention to life and being an adult. And yeah, I fucking got into like the financial end of things probably spring of last year, and I don't do anything half. Like, you know, I partied all the way, and
Mm-hmm.
when I get into anything, like it's all the way. So I got in right around the market crash and thought I was the fucking God's gift to the market, like everybody did. And I made probably more money from like March of last year to Thanksgiving of last year than I had made in 1 year ever.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking around in the market. And yeah, I had bought Bitcoin. I bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in like 2017, probably.
Mm.
Because some fucking jerk off that I was working with was like all about Bitcoin. And it was annoying, honestly. Like probably how I am now, right?
Yeah,
And
basically how we're all basically, yeah, we're the same guy. We're all the same guy at this point.
yes, so I bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and I don't know what the fuck I did with it. Yeah, I would really like to figure out where the fuck that is. And yeah, I started buying last year in like, oh, I want to say like September, probably. I think my first buy-in was like 14 grand.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
price per coin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I would kill for
I
that.
started stacking. Yeah, I'd fucking kill for that right now. Had I known then what I know now, you know what I mean? And like I hadn't really done any research. I just like it looked cool and it was going up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was in Reddit land, and Reddit land is, as you know, probably is split very decisively into two camps. You have the people who are like all about stocks, and the people who are all about fucking Bitcoin or the evil word cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And they don't really mix. I was a WSBer.
Yeah. I was into that too. Yeah. Definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So, I wasn't too big into shitcoins, honestly.
That's good.
I bought every shitcoin that they had on Robinhood.
Yeah. No, but you're like what's it called? I mean, you learned like super quick though, pretty much. Like compared to most people. Like it took me fucking like 5 years to finally be like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's like the only thing I should be buying right now. You like what, like 6 months or
yeah, I don't think
timeline seems really quick.
I mean, I sold my last I don't know, I'm kind of like I got wrecked on like a couple of the shitcoins that I bought, but like I can't even front. Like I did really well on the bag of ETH that I bought. I did really well on the bag of Chainlink that I bought. Like it was just so I just so happened to sell at the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I bought in November when everything was fucking pennies on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And everything went up, and I got so wrapped up in the rabbit hole and learning about Bitcoin that I like totally spaced out that I even owned any of that shit. And then came back to reality in like March, probably, like Bitcoin is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh fuck, I have all those other things. And like I started dumping them, and I dumped them all at a win. And nice. I mean, I guess I got it on both sides, right? Because I dumped those at a win. And then when Bitcoin was at 55,000, right around 55,000, my wife reminds me quite regularly, I liquidated all of our savings and all of our retirement and went all in on Bitcoin.
This is the way.
That's what I was telling her. I was like, it's
Too much
going to forever. I remember texting my brother, right? I text right, like, probably within the week that I had done that. I texted my older brother, and I'm like, I was trolling him via text message, right? I'd text him every day. I was like, listen, bro, you had your chance to buy below 55K. You're never going to have that chance again. Text him like 2 days later. You had your chance to buy below 57K. It's never going to happen again. And then it pumped, and I was like, bro, you're never going to get it below 60. And he went in, not nearly as ape as I went in, but he went in for a couple grand or whatever. And it just, we all know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's either going to force them to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to forget about this, or I guess I'll sell, or maybe I'll actually look into this to actually know what is going on. I mean, as long as you're holding, you'll be all right.
That's what I think. I mean, what the fuck do I know? But
yeah,
that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean Stacken told me, I don't know, a couple of months ago. He's like, bro, at some point, once you do like your, the quote unquote, the 100 hours, right? Once you do your 100 hours, you realize like all there is to do is shitpost.
Yeah.
We're just waiting. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Yeah. I have no new insight into anything. I just make shit up and then make it like, be like, oh yeah, this is totally what like Bitcoiners would be into, and then just post it, and then we just see what happens. Yeah, it's nothing like valuable, honestly. At least a lot of the stuff that I've been putting out lately, I'm just like, yeah, this is stupid. Maybe they'll like it. I mean, I like it.
It is the times, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a vicious circle of infighting, people going to war with other people fucking shitting on people for certain things. I think it's all hilarious. I mean, I sit back and watch it all like satire, and honestly, the more serious people take it, the more entertaining it is.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like the whole the simp shit that's been going on for like, I don't know what it is, 3 days now.
Yeah, man. So many people are getting butthurt about it. It's hilarious. That's why I want to keep it going.
See, I like to be devil's advocate, right? So I was like all on board with like all the dude, like the simp hunters, right? On board with the simp hunters, right? Tracking people down, calling out the simps, right? And then I'm like, after like 48 hours, I'm bored because I'm like ADD generation.
Yeah.
So like, all right, I'm fucking bored with this. So now I'm just gonna go on and shitpost and be like, if you wear shoes, you're a simp. If you drink water, you're a simp.
Yeah, man.
Devil's advocate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think a bit too many people are. I don't know what it is. Yeah, some of them just take it too seriously, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm unfollowing you." I'm like, "Okay, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead and follow me. This is hilarious."
Yeah. The only unfollow I got was Surfer Jim.
Oh yeah, same. Well, I got a block, and then he was like, "I was probably too hard on the kid. I'll just unblock him, but I'm not gonna follow him back." Like, okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. But I do, to be honest, I do like Surfer Jim. I do like his takes on everything. I think he does bring value to the space. It's just sort of like, come on, man, don't take it this seriously. It's stupid. Just play along with it.
I mean, I don't have a problem with him.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it. Listen, there's room for everybody in Bitcoin, and that it almost pains me to say that. But so the way I look at it, right? Some people differentiate with things, right? So I see it like this. I'm fine with everybody who wants to buy Bitcoin and own Bitcoin. I'm even fine with the people who want to buy Bitcoin and they still want to trade shitcoins and they still want to whatever they want to do. But just be honest about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come around and say I'm a Bitcoin maximalist and let us find out that you're shitcoining, because we're going to fucking slaughter you publicly.
Yeah, I forgot who it was. It was one of those. I think she was like a I forgot what Twitter handle that was, but she was basically just like, I identify as a Bitcoin maximalist, and then her pin tweet was like a bunch of shit coins and like I think projections for the year or something on like how they're gonna do. Like, okay, great, you just flagged yourself. It's so easy.
So my thing is, so you have, I don't know, I like, I don't know, it's all funny to me, right? So you have certain people who can, like me and Greg Zaj were talking about it, that we weed out the people who can like talk shit and hang, and the people who like get flustered real quick,
Mm-hmm.
real
Yeah.
quick. And like, I've had so many people like block me, and so many people like, I love a good rage quit. Um, and then, but you have people like, there's one, I'm not gonna, not that I'm afraid of the simp hunters, but I'm not gonna call out anybody by name. But there's this one particular
Do it.
girl that everybody thinks is a sat bunny, which I totally believe she's a sat bunny.
Mm.
But at the same time, that there has to be some measure of respect, because I personally, I know that I have put that girl through the
Mm.
ringer, and she does not quit. Does not quit. She will jump in a Leota chain in a minute. Like it blows my mind. Like on spaces,
Yeah.
I've tried everything. I've posted pictures of dicks and told people that it's her dick. Everything, and she just will not rage quit. So like, props. She'll post shit, and I'll go on her post and be like, "Hey, when are you gonna delete your Tesla videos and your crypto videos from YouTube?" There, Maxi.
Mm.
She just will not rage quit. So like, I don't know if it's like, it's definitely not the same degree of respect that I have for people like us, but there's
Mm.
some respect to be found there for somebody who can just hang.
For sure. Yeah. No, yeah. If you can take shit from us, it's like it's great. It's like I'll invite you to shit. I want you to hang out because you'll be the butt of the jokes and you'll be okay with it, and maybe I'll be butt of the jokes. Whatever. It's it's like give and take.
Yeah,
It's chill.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what's your take on, now I may be off on this because I don't think I follow him. He follows me. It's a fucking weird dynamic.
Mm.
But I think Pedro's been pretty much MIA for like a week.
Oh, McCormick.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Like
what's my
he's
take
usually center. Yeah, like what's your take on that? Like I'm confused because if he's not center stage, he attempts to make himself center stage
Mm.
at every turn. It's like I can never scroll Bitcoin Twitter without him injecting himself into a conversation.
Mm. Yeah, I think I don't necessarily have like a hard opinion on him. Um, I don't know. He's probably been out of the loop just because of his back or whatever shit he's been talking about for like the past few weeks. But I don't know. When I do listen to him, American Huddle is usually like guest or featured on it. I'm like, yeah, I like American Huddle. Peter's chill. Like, I don't know. I don't really have anything against McCormick. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I could tell he's like thirsty, Of course he's
Oof.
thirsty for like all the attention, which is, it is what it is. I guess that's what he's incentivized to do. And I kind of get that. That's the thing, like, I guess people sort of miss. It's like they just go straight to like bashing someone. And I'm like, well, I guess think of their incentive. Their incentive is to be the way that they are or promote what they're trying to promote. And I don't take it too seriously, to be honest. But I don't know, unless it's like something crazy, like, oh yeah, I'm like gonna support BSV or like Bcash now or some retarded shit like that. I don't know.
Have you seen my bit quote?
Oh yeah, yeah. If he's doing BitClout, yeah, it's like,
Yeah, but
no,
I don't even think I would be surprised, right? Because like
yeah, no,
I've had this conversation with him in a spaces, and I'm like, dude, you're a fiat maximalist, and we all know it, and that's cool, but that's just like,
yeah,
that's what you are. Like nobody's fucking surprised. You posted a picture of an Aston Martin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is pretty much what I expect from Peter. It's like, I'm not
you're
even.
not low tide preference.
Yeah, everyone else gives him shit, so I'm like, all right, I'll just, I don't know, do something else on Twitter. I'm not gonna waste my time like trying to shit on Peter and be like, bro, you should like maximalist or just put everything in Bitcoin. Just be very like low time preference, etc. It's like, I don't know. I don't necessarily care what he's doing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't care until honestly, he's like the kid that you were in school with that was just like loud because he didn't have friends. This is what he reminds me of. So he was like super loud and obnoxious and like would just like punch lockers and shit and try to get in trouble because he didn't have any friends and he wanted to seem cool. Like that's cool, and like you do you. You know, 9 out of 10 times I can scroll by him without saying something.
Yeah.
But when you inject yourself into a conversation I'm in, simply to inject yourself in a conversation that I'm in, I don't care how many listeners you have. I don't care what your claim to fame is. I'm gonna fucking rip on you like you're anybody else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever interacted with Peter like in Spaces or Twitter, like ever.
Really?
I don't know.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like I've never been like, oh, I need to comment on this. Like maybe I'll like one of his tweets every now and then because it's, it's like something Bitcoin related, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. He probably wouldn't be able to get anything out of me anyway. Like if we were like, I don't know, discussing something. Like, all right, whatever.
I think he's laying low because it's 4th of July. He knows better than to poke the Americans being British on 4th of July.
He's scared, bro. He's taking the whole week off because he's scared of us. It's good.
He knows we're simp hunting, so he's hiding.
I actually haven't seen him simp, which is kind of surprising.
I don't know. He kind of simps for that chick that he's with.
Has he? I haven't been. He's been simping. All right, I'll call him out next time I see it.
Isn't she so beautiful? My girl's so hot. Just to, like, make that post.
Oh, did you say that?
That's fucking cringe, bro. That is so fucking cringe. Well, he made that post, and then like 35 meme tards underneath him were like, no. Because it felt like the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some people get confused with like what simping is. I just want to clarify that. So like from my understanding, simping is like basically someone and get something out of them, like you have ulterior motives and it comes off like pretty clearly. But I think I saw a post from Surfer Jim. It was something like, oh, like I'm not a simple man. That's what simping. I'm like, bro, that's not what simp means. But I didn't respond. I was just like, I'm just not gonna pay attention to this right now. It's stupid. But yeah. So I think people mistake like what it actually means.
Yeah, I think there's like, I think it can be applied. I think you're right, but I think it can also apply to like I feel in some situations the words simp and beta are kind of like interchangeable.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, I could see that.
You know, like the thing I was just talking about with Pedro. Like if you're like, I put it this way, right? I'll keep it on me. I'm never gonna go on Twitter and post a picture of my wife and be like, "Isn't my wife so beautiful? Validate me."
Oh yeah, bro. I would fucking cancel you like in a heart, less than a heartbeat. No, yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like, what's wrong with being nice to like women and shit? I'm like, it's not really about like being nice. It's just sort of like pedestaling someone. I don't know. It's pretty much just pedestaling, like having idols and shit. That's what it comes out across as. Like, oh, this other person is superior to me. Look at how superior this person is to me, and they're with me, and I'm so lucky to like have them in my life because they're so superior to me. And I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. It's stupid.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole there's a all right. So I'm nice to. I don't know if I. All right, let me retract that.
You can't say you're nice, man. Stop.
There may be like two females on Twitter that I'm nice to.
Yeah.
But I'm not like accused of simping. Simping to me is you just it's not really something almost to a point, right? It's not something that you can like tangibly define. It's a feeling you get when you read something, right? If I read a comment you make, like I was scrolling before, right? And
Mhm.
there's this dude that made a comment under this girl's picture and was like, cute girl plus crypto, that's a definite follow. That's simping.
Oh, that's yeah, I think I did see that thread.
You're creepy.
Yeah,
So
pretty
if you
much.
give off that creepy vibe, like, oh, you're so beautiful, well, what lovely hair. Bro, this is fucking Twitter. You're not picking her up at a bar.
Yeah.
Like maybe that line is okay if you're buying her a drink. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could try, but don't try pick up lines in the comment section.
Yeah, man.
No girl ever, I guarantee, I will put money on this. There is not a single girl or woman or whatever on any social media platform that has ever read through her comments and was like, wow, I should send that guy a picture of my vagina. Look at that comment. I am fucking wet. This just never happened.
I need to get into his DMs right now.
Right fucking now. That dude is definitely going to treat. That's Mr. Right. There's no way he's doing this to every girl that posts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. It's a sign of desperation, I guess. It's also, I mentioned this in like one of the spaces too with Atlas and the rest of them. It's all like, it all has to do with like having a scarcity mindset. Um, like pretty much not having enough interaction, I guess, with the opposite sex, or just feeling like, oh, like if this does actually work out in my head the way I think it will, that's it. Like she's the one. This is the last girl I'll ever be with, and whatever. Like,
I don't mean to laugh at you, but fuck me from a comment on fucking Twitter.
yeah. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing is pretty cringe. But yeah, I mean, like everyone says, 615, you know, BTBs, whatever, you know, you're pretty much gonna be set after that.
Yeah. It blows my mind.
Yeah, just wait 10 years on your 615 and shut the fuck up. You'll be fine after 10 years. Just have to be patient.
Yes, exactly. And you won't have to simp. They'll simp for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like just take a deep breath. It's all gonna be okay. Maybe that's Surfer Jim's thing. Maybe he doesn't think he's gonna make it long enough. I don't know. I know I'll try to be nice. I know you don't have a problem.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. So, for Jim, if
uh
you're listening, we still love you, man. We're just,
oh yeah,
that's how we
don't
perceive it. That's all. That's all we're saying. This is how we perceive it. Because I know on Twitter, it's like, it's always black and white. Like, oh, you say like one thing, and if I take it seriously, I'm going to assume like, uh, this is directed at me, and I'm just going to take it negatively, and you're just like off my list forever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Twitter's not real life. I think people forget that sometimes. Like, if I said that to you in person, I think there'd be a lot more like nuance and discussion to it as well. But
yeah.
yeah, just Twitter bullshit, whatever.
So I think there's like a double situation, right, that you have when it comes to that, because not only is it Twitter and Bitcoin Twitter at that, but you know, a wise man once said to me, the fastest way to be misunderstood is to text,
Mm.
right? An older head that was explaining to me the intricacies of marriage
Mm-hmm.
was like, if you have a serious conversation to have with your wife, don't do it via text,
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
you can't interpret tone. You can't interpret if somebody's fucking with you. So we have that dynamic when it comes to Twitter, where I can get on and type something into Twitter and I'm saying it a certain way in my head that sounds funny.
Mm-hmm.
but somebody else can read it and interpret it as you're a fucking asshole. Why would you say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, totally. It's happened.
So
Yeah, happened so
yes,
many times. Oh,
yes. So you have all that shit. Like you said, it's the fucking internet. That was like how I got. I don't. I don't remember when that was, but that was like how I got linked up with the meme tards.
oh
Like
yeah.
I was. So this dude, ridiculous, right? So there's this chick that's posting, or I must have been following this dude, and some girl posted something that said pick a number between like 1 and 100 or something, and I'm scrolling through and I'm like in a fucking dickhead mood. So I see that and I'm like, click comment, and I was like, 21 million, Karen, the only fucking number that matters, right? I keep scrolling, not thinking anything of it.
I've moved on with my life. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't even remember her name, honestly. So then I get all of a sudden my notifications start blowing up, and mind you, at the time I had like 130 followers or something. Like I'm a fucking nobody in a land of nobodies, right?
Yeah, I kind of see where this is going, but yeah, go ahead.
So I drop the dude that I followed apparently was like, why would you come in here and randomly just insult her? So my response is, how do you know I'm insulting her? Maybe your name really is Karen. And then I drop a laughing Leota underneath it, and all the meme tards, unbeknownst to me, this was before I knew that like Leota chains were a thing. So
Hmm.
they just start dropping laughing Leotas, right?
Yeah.
So probably a month goes by, and I'm in a thread, and I take a screenshot of the thread and I post it because it says you're blocked by this account or some shit.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So I posted in the fucking comments. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Can somebody tell me who this is?
Hmm.
And the dude unblocks me and he's like, it's me because you came into my chain and you fucking insulted my friend who I've been orange pilling for 3 months and she blocked me. What the
Oh.
fuck? Right? And then you lead a bunch of unsuspecting Bitcoiners into the thread and they just stop dropping Leotas out of nowhere and they don't even know what's going on. Right?
Jesus.
So Full Metal Hodl fucking comments underneath it. He's like, oh no, somebody was mean to me on the internet. And they just go in on this dude. And I was like, these are my fucking people. These are my fucking people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, were you around when Have Fun Staying Poor was a thing? Or like when it started? It's still a thing. Not as like overt now, I guess, but
Uh,
were you around when that started?
so when did it start?
Um, shit. It must have been like right after the pandemic or something, or like when everything locked down, basically. Maybe like the summer of 2020. I don't know.
So I don't know when Clubhouse launched,
Oh, okay.
but I like got on. I was more into the Bitcoin stuff on Clubhouse before. That's like how I found Bitcoin Twitter.
Okay. Nice.
Was
Yeah.
through Hodl just screaming at people to have fun staying poor on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what I was saying was like when I remember that coming out, I started posting it like everywhere, and there were like certain accounts that had Bitcoin in their account like bio, and they were saying, "Oh man, like you shouldn't say that. That's not like that's just like it's too mean. You're just being an asshole. You're like a jackass. Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Bruh, shut the fuck up and have fun staying poor. That's not. This is just how it is." Like I can't like no one gives like shit to anyone about have fun staying poor too much anymore. But yeah, when that was a thing, I got I got a few accounts that I was just like, what the fuck? You're in Bitcoin and you're just I don't know, like you just don't get that it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't have like I made a post the other day about it, like if your sense of humor sucks and you are like a 7 out of 10 when it comes to shit talking, you should probably just watch us and mind your fucking business. Because you got some people who are like gold medal shit talkers on Bitcoin Twitter. And if you can't fucking hang and you can't like, let it roll off your back and come back with something just as witty, you're fucking dead before you start.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, and I'm definitely not like, I'm not a professional at this at all, but I've been around.
See, I was talking to Greg about this, and I'm like, dude, listen, I grew up like outside of Boston, and like everything you see in the movies is true. Like we're just fucking assholes to everybody.
Oh
So
yeah,
like
I'm thinking of like the Departed and the Town and
100%.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the other one? Not Finding Forrester. What the fuck's the other one? I always think mix them two up.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The one with Matt Damon and fucking
anything with Matt Damon, basically.
Yeah, like that's exactly how it is. Like you go out to get drinks with your boys, and like the whole time you're having a conversation, you're just shitting on each other nonstop.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So coming here was just like natural for me. I'm like, this is how I talk to all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I call friends, they answer the phone. I'm like, "What's up, you fucking fat piece of shit?" And it's just they just laugh. You know what I mean? Like that's how we conversate. So coming here, it was like, this is fucking easy. Like
you're so toxic, man. Stop.
Like I only talk to people like this when I like them. You don't understand.
Yeah, it's true. It's true though. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just it. I mean, I don't know. It felt like a natural fit when I found fucking Bitcoin Twitter because of that.
Yeah. I think that happens a lot in spaces where it's just like all guys, and I don't know. You're if
Say
it's like
so.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm saying that I know it's obvious, but I'm just saying that because like some of these dudes that are on Twitter, I'm like, do you hang out with other guys like ever? I don't know. It's you'd think it's obvious, but it's actually not, which is kind of messed up. But I don't know.
It's confusing to me. It really is.
Yeah.
Like the people that get that upset, I'm like, have you never hung out with the guys? Ever? Like what did that consist of? Yeah, what are you hanging out? Please explain to me in your life experience what hanging out with the boys was like. Please. Because our lives are not the fucking same.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's like I'm not even like that old of them. I think I'm like on the tail end, but I think it has a lot to do with like the younger guys. Well, especially now too with like forced lockdowns and whatever. Everyone's just used to not doing anything outside or just hanging with people in person. Yeah, I totally see that becoming like a huge problem later on. Because
yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you have kids, right? And you have them play outside and everything and do stuff outside, not on their laptops or fucking iPads all the time, right?
Yeah, in the summer months, you're not really allowed to be on electronics. Like nighttime after dinner is okay. But I mean, I live on 6 acres. Yeah. So like, get the fuck outside. Go beat a tree up with a stick. I don't care what you do, but like when like you said, you know what I mean? Like so when I was a kid, like we had cable, and cable consisted of like 13 channels. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it was like a treat when you would go to the video store and rent a VHS.
Yeah, bro, I miss that. I actually miss that.
Yeah, and like electronics were just, I don't know. Like I remember getting a Game Boy, and like even then, before parents knew how devastatingly addictive video games and all that shit is now, like my parents were like, you're not just going to sit on that thing. Like if we were on a road trip or whatever, yeah, play it till the batteries die, which with the old Game Boys wasn't very fucking long.
Yeah.
But like, Yeah, that shit was not a thing. Like we got like an hour of TV after dinner, and then it was like go to bed.
Mhm.
That's just the way it should. I don't know. In my mind, like the way that me and my wife raise our kids, like that's not. I'm not trying to raise what I see in the world that disgusts me. Not to sound fucking like pompous or anything, but like my kids are
But
gonna know like
I think
how to
so. At
change a
least,
fucking tire.
let them, go on the YouTubes by themselves forever, man. So elitist, yo. Let them learn on their own. Do the algo, man.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. It kills me. It kills me.
Yeah.
Like all of it fucking kills me. And so I have a 10-year-old son that is only with me on the weekends.
Okay.
Uh so like my wife isn't his mother. And that's probably the hardest one for me
Mm.
because me and his mother couldn't be more opposites.
Hmm.
And when he's here, it's like fucking the polar opposite of what it is when he's not here.
Mm.
So yeah, he's a little resistant to the whole lifestyle, but I mean that's the way I was fucking raised. I was raised like, when your car needs the oil change, you change your fucking oil. When you get a flat tire and you're driving down the road, you don't fucking call AAA, you change your fucking flat tire.
Hmm.
Like these are just things that were instilled in me. What I believed for a long time was like basic common sense knowledge
Yeah.
until
No.
you're exposed to the world and you're like, you, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was in the Scouts, so like everyone in New York City here, they don't like outside. Um, but because I was in the Scouts, I always had the opportunity to just like go camping once a month, like outside to do other shit. And people were always so impressed. I'm like, no, it takes like 5 seconds to start a fire. It's not that big of a deal. But they're like, oh no, like I can't do it. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know. It's it's weird being in like both those worlds, kind of at the same time.
Definitely. Definitely. So my wife was raised in a city
Mm.
and I was raised very much in a household, in my early years anyway. I was raised in a house in the country, or I guess what the rest of the country would call the suburbs.
Hmm.
Um, and I was taught like the government doesn't give a fuck about you.
Hmm.
Like they're gonna fuck you at every chance they get. Like don't you need to know how to start a fire, you need to know how to kill something to eat it, you need to know how to grow plants that can feed you.
Hmm.
Like they were all very, both sides of my family came to this country in the early 1900s and they came over here as farmers. So like it's always been very prevalent on both sides of my families to be able to be self-sustaining,
Yeah.
and it just made sense. And I want the same shit for my kids, especially nowadays, because it's so much, like you said, when you were young, you were a scout. Like when I was a kid, everybody was a fucking scout. If you weren't in the
Yeah.
Boy Scouts, like what were you doing?
Yeah. It's normal everywhere outside of the city. Yeah, I was kind of lucky to fall into that. I mean, the only reason why was because it was the like annual dues or whatever. Like you had to pay dues or whatever. They were like really cheap, and my parents were like, "All right, you're doing this because it's cheap." I'm like, "Okay, fuck it, let's go."
You're not doing this because we love you and care about your development. You're doing this because it's the cheapest fucking activity we could find for you. Now get
Yeah, I
out of
mean,
the house.
pretty much. I mean, everything in the city is like so fucking expensive. I mean, now it's like it's not an issue, but when I was younger, yeah, it kind of was. Yeah, funny times when I think back on it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Now,
Yeah.
were you a like, so my, like, probably up until I was a teenager, I grew up in the country and then I moved to the city,
Mm.
and it was like moving to Mars. And it
Yeah.
like blew my mind to meet people. Like, I would meet people at like, 13, 14, 15, and they would be like, yeah, I've never left the city.
Hmm.
Like, I've never been outside of this city. And I'd be like, what?
Yeah. There are people like that. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
How the fuck have you never left this city? You know what I mean? Like my mother was an international saleswoman when I was a kid.
Mm.
And so like, I mean, I got to go places that people don't, people go their whole lives and don't get to go. You know, I went to school in Germany for a while, and I got to go to England, and I got to go to Italy, and I got to go to France, and I got to do all these cool things, which was really just following my mom around for work.
LC, you're so privileged, man.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah. And then we would come home to our apartment, and like in the time we were gone, somebody smashed the window in and took all our valuables. So, but yeah, so like to meet people who hadn't left like this bubble, like I can get to a place. I forget who I was talking to about this, but like I can get to a place where I forget that people like that exist.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like the being in I guess the reverse of it is a lot like being in the Bitcoin bubble, right? I can get so immersed in the Bitcoin bubble that I forget that there's people out in the world that have no fucking idea that this is even a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So it's like you get from going from meeting people who are like lost in this like void to like almost finding myself there sometimes where like, I interact with people for the business that I run. And like, I'm like, wow, you guys you're so, I don't know. You get a different point of view when you get into Bitcoin, I guess, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
when I meet a customer and they have I don't know, a month ago or something, I drilled a well for a guy and he had a Ferrari in his garage.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and it was like, I remember a time where I would be like, damn. Like, that's sick, dude. You got a real life Ferrari. And now I look at it and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of sats. Do you realize how rich you could be if you just sold that car?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's strange talking to, I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not trying to sound like weird or anything. But yeah, when I do interact with people who aren't involved with Bitcoin, I'm just like, bro, I don't have those problems, man. They start talking about stuff. I'm like, I got a solution for you, but it's going to take you like maybe a year to understand what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like too, I was talking to, I don't even know how to pronounce his fucking name. I was talking to one of the meme tards. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
Because listen, I'm as for as well traveled as my childhood was, I'm a pretty fucking ignorant American, and you get into like group chats and there's people from like fucking Croatia, there's people from Russia, there's people from France, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I couldn't pronounce your fucking name if I had to. So I was talking to one of them the other day, and I totally fucking forget what I was just about to say. Fuck me. Anyway,
That's all good.
But yeah, like, that, because we were talking about this about like when people came in the group chat a couple of days ago, and like me and somebody else, I can't remember who, were both like quote unquote class of 2020, right? And a couple of the guys were like, wow, really? Like, we had no fucking idea that you were like class of 2020. Like, we thought for sure that you were, both of you had been here since like 17.
Yeah, that's the impression I get. Just like, damn, you guys pick up quick.
But that's the thing, right? So I feel like the people coming in now are so much more privileged than the people that came in 17 or before that, because there's so much information available to ingest now. Like, it's so accessible to get your hands on Bitcoin information. Like, you can orange pill yourself on YouTube if you really want to. Like, I don't feel like that was the case. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like that was the case 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think it might depend. I mean, pretty much why. So in 17, I was shitcoining. Then I kind of forgot about Bitcoin, but I was still nice hash mining it. So, like you said, it's kind of like the way I describe like nice hash mining is sort of like I have hash, shitcoiners want hash for their shitcoin. Okay, I'll give it to them and they pay me in Bitcoin. That's basically
Oh,
what it is.
thank God you said that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much
Thank
what,
God.
yeah.
I was like, I really don't want to make this awkward.
No, 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 no.
All right, cool.
That's pretty much the I guess the you could it's pretty much the same thing as like trading shitcoins to get more Bitcoin, I guess, except I do no work and I'm not stressed out. And yeah.
Facts.
But anyway, that's kind of how like I stayed in the space a little bit, like around 18, and then around 19 I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my shit together. I need to like actually understand what Bitcoin is. Um I think the YouTube algorithm just like introduced me to like a bunch of these like crypto shitcoin channels, and they were all talking about Bitcoin because it was the only thing that like didn't lose 99% of its value. And they were like, you guys should really get into Bitcoin. And of course they like talk about a shitcoin here and there, but they were like super into Bitcoin because I guess it had that spring pump back in like 2019. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's like the bull market's like starting now, guys. You got to get some Bitcoin, and forget the shit coins because like alt season's gonna happen later, or whatever." So that kind of like propelled me into like finding actual Bitcoin channels. So I don't know. I think it's all about the algorithms. If people are like not paying attention, that's kind of what happened to me. Like I wasn't really paying attention, but the algo brought me to like channels like Tech Vault. I guess that's a good example. Or
Yeah, so you started out on shitcoin channels like Simply Bitcoin, and then you found your way to Bitcoin stuff.
yeah, yeah, and like BTC sessions and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
shitcoins.
know. Yeah, I don't know if like well, that's the thing with a lot of like people coming in because I don't know if they're being like recommended all the information out there, like all the Bitcoin information out there. I still feel like it's sort of like you have to put effort into it. I don't know. I guess there's just
Definitely.
more of it. I guess that's what it is, but a
I
lot of
guess you're
people
right.
yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean you put a good frame on it, right? Because when I really think about it, like the way I really found my way to the real information, like I mean, I can hold my head high and proudly say that I've never listened to a Peter McCormick podcast.
Yeah, like
Um,
that was not the first guy like that got me into like really going into Bitcoin. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had
Honestly, I was into. So I told
mhm,
you I was trading stocks.
mhm.
So I was into Palantir when Palantir went public.
It
I don't
sounds
know if you know what Palantir is.
it sounds familiar. I think someone
So
was talking about it. And I
Peter
was like,
Thiel,
"What's
Peter Thiel
that?"
owns it.
Teal? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was into that, and then like Peter Thiel wrote the foreword to the new version of the Sovereign Individual.
Mhm.
I got into that. His I don't know if it's like his fund manager or whatever the fuck he is, but Eric Weinstein, who everybody fucking hates now. I like heard him on fucking Joe Rogan, and he kind of talked about Bitcoin a little bit on Joe Rogan.
Mhm.
I listened to some of his podcasts. I got fucking deep into podcasts, and I found fucking Michael Saylor fucking podcasts, Michael
Mhm.
Saylor interviews, and I started listening to him talk, and I was like, this dude's like smart.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to listen to fucking retards like me talk about how great Bitcoin is,
Mhm.
but when you listen to somebody like Saylor talk, you're like, this guy is a smart motherfucker.
Mhm.
and you could tell like he believes everything he's saying. So that really like dragged me in. Start listening to Sailor, and then I would listen to Sailor, and then I would like find podcasts where Sailor would be on with a couple other people, and then I'd fucking try to find podcasts with them on them, and it just kind of like snowballed. I mean, you get sucked in at some point. Like, it fucking snowballed. And before you know it, you're on fucking Clubhouse listening to fucking American Huddle yell at fucking XRP maxis. And you're like, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah. I think I've been in one of those. Man, I haven't been in Clubhouse in a while. But yeah, it is funny hearing like Tina and like NVK and Hodl just obliterate anyone who's like a shitcoiner.
See, I got yeah. I mean, I got I don't know. I got opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one, but yeah. So I got I was really into listening to anything Hodl was on because I thought he was funny as fuck. Like when I first got like really really into Bitcoin. It comes in fucking waves for me with Hodl. I'm like, yo, he's funny as fuck, and then it's like, hey, I can kind of do without him. And then he's funny as fuck. Tina, I can't fucking stand. I'm pretty sure he is just Lewis Black, and that's actually who he is. Because he sounds exactly like fucking Lewis Black.
It's gotta be him, man.
It's
gotta be him.
It is. I just think, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty loud and pretty fucking arrogant, but, there's a fucking line where you're just fucking yelling over people. You don't sound intelligent about what you're yelling about. Like if I'm yelling at you about something stupid in a spaces, like if we're like, it's clearly satire and we're like yelling at each other about stupid shit, that's one thing. But if somebody's like, somebody wanders into a room and is trying to like get educated on a topic and you're just yelling at them that they're stupid and all their investments suck, like you're fucking wrong. That's my take on it. And, just in case the off chance that Tina listens to this, Tina, don't forget, make her white.
I saw that. It was great.
Oh, God. Another old man that gets too sensitive. You know what I mean? When will the boomers learn?
I don't know, man.
I was saying to somebody the other day, I'm like, they just need to learn that. I think it was in the group chat. I'm like, listen, when Bitcoin Twitter, like the collective of like somewhere between the simp hunters and the meme tards come at you, they like come down on you. It's like getting attacked by a grizzly bear. You just lay on the ground and play dead.
Just let that happen. Just let it happen.
Just let it happen. It's like jail. It's just a shower in jail. Just let it happen. It'll hurt less. It'll be over with, and then you can go back to like what you were doing before. Like we get bored fast, especially if you don't engage. If you engage, it's even better because now there's blood in the water. But if you don't engage, like our fucking attention span's like, I don't know, a day.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're not doubling down, we're just gonna leave you alone.
Yeah, and I even said that to some of the guys when I realized that Surfer Jim had like unblocked me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you know what? I have to give credit where credit's due. He did the thing that fucking Robert Breedlove wasn't able to do. Which he may not have come out and said like, hey, I overreacted and that was ridiculous. But he was like, it's fucking stupid to block somebody over some dumb shit on Twitter and like unblocked a bunch of people. Like, that's a step in the right direction. Good on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know. Surfer Jim's always been nice to me.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why so serious, dude? Come on. Why are you so serious?
Well, wait, you think we're serious?
We're changing the world, but like bro, this is like a huge bag, a huge not bag. It's like a huge responsibility to carry. So we gotta lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah, I was arguing with Joe fucking Clancy's husband.
Oh, Joe Clancy.
Yeah.
Now what?
So I fucking last night, I think it was last night in Spaces. Actually, this is pretty fucking funny. So I was like arguing with him in Spaces. He's like, I don't see. I'm pretty sure he was hammered. He's like, I don't see how your fucking scat memes are bringing in hyper Bitcoinization. Please explain to me how scat porn is bringing about hyper Bitcoinization.
Honestly,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, you're just fucking hating, bro. Like, listen, my scat memes are fucking important. They are the value that I add to the space. Right, so I turned around and I made a meme of a Coin Icarus is in the space too. So I made a meme of Coin Icarus hand feeding Joe shit. And
It's like, Joe, let him have fun. God damn it.
yeah. Listen, my scat memes add value. I told him, I'm like, listen, somebody has to carry this cross. I'm just carrying the cross for all of you right now. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So that's what I was gonna say. So I'm like doing all of that, and like my wife doesn't fucking follow me on Twitter.
Probably a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely a good thing. So she's like in our room last night, and I'm like half on this Spaces, like arguing with these dudes, and she texts me. She's like, your Twitter is fucking gross with a puke face. Hang on. I'm gonna open the fucking thread and read it to you. It was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh, yep, there it is. She texts me, your Twitter is fucking gross with a puke face. I send back 3 laughing emojis. She sends me 3 puke emojis. Learn my lesson. Never snooping on you again. I said, I was just proving it's impossible to get banned for images. Laugh out loud. She said, in all capital letters, there is a vagina. A whole vagina. Then she sends me a screenshot, and apparently at some point, Twitter has changed my profile. So if you don't follow me and you click on my profile, you have to like adjust your security settings or something to be able to see my Twitter.
It's like age restricted. Oh, you can't.
Yes. What does it say? This tweet may include sensitive content. Change your settings to view. So she sends me a screenshot of that, and she's like, I do not even want to know what are in these if a vagina one is visible. I said, you definitely don't have to worry about girls hitting on me on Twitter.
Babe, no one wants to talk to me.
And I had just said I was in that Spaces, and in the Spaces was Clancy and Joe. And I was like, yo, my fucking camera roll would probably land me in divorce court. Like the amount of fucking images that I save and just make terrible memes out of. And she texted me like 10 minutes later. She's like, your fucking Twitter is disgusting. It's art, damn it.
I put it in the category of art for sure. But I'm not gonna lie, when it does show up on my feed, the rest of my day is kind of weird.
I forget who was saying it in that room. They're like, the worst part is about following LC is that you're in public and you're like, I can't even open my phone because you don't want somebody to catch you looking at scat porn in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes I go into the office, I'm bored, and I'm like, all right, let's go on Twitter. Oh, scat meme. I hope they see that. I hope the tech department sees that what I'm looking at right now.
It honest, and I feel like it's under like appreciated. Like I didn't even start the scat trend. Like the scat trend was all fucking Patrick Blake.
Yeah, I figured it was Blake. Yeah,
it was definitely Blake. I tell everybody Blake is my scat sensei. He taught me the ways of the scat.
Oh, man.
It's the sheer shock value of it that's so great. I mean, I'm the era. I don't know if like the whatever they call themselves, the Zoomers or whatever, can appreciate it because it wasn't their time. But like, what my teenage years were like CKY movies and like when Jackass first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like the gay Jackass that it was at the end.
Mm.
It was the shit where like people were like legit getting hurt every episode, and
Yeah.
people were like, they would like go into a hardware store and take a shit in a toilet. And it was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
And like CKY where they would like eat glass and shit. You know what I mean? Like crazy fucking shit. That shit. It was like the shock value culture. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Eminem on TRL.
yeah. Yeah, I had to catch up with that stuff because I think I was on it. Yeah, I was definitely like, I don't know, in my early teens, I think, when that was hitting it big. I was like, what is that? Oh, I can't watch it because my parents won't let me see rated R movies or whatever, or bad TV. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna watch it. But they'd show me like clips and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. I'm like 13 or 12. I should not be watching this.
Yeah, I would go to like FYE and go to the miscellaneous rack. I don't know if you know what FYE is, right?
What's FYE?
Oh, all right. I didn't know that was a New England thing. So like
Is it? I have no idea.
kind of like Circuit City, I guess. It was like a store you would go to buy like CDs and DVDs and
we call it the bin over here. So you just have like the bin of all the shitty movies no one wants to buy.
yes. So you'd go in there and you would find shit like Backyard Wrestling.
Okay.
And like these like CKY movies that were like 99 cents that nobody would buy. And you go home and watch them and it was just like the most horrid shit of like, you know what I mean? Like people getting fucking like splitting their leg open, doing something stupid, and some dude's like sewing them up with a piece of garden hose. And it's like, this is fucking metal as fuck to watch this. The Metal Militia movies, you know what I mean? Like that was the shit that I was raised on, and like watching fucking TRL with what the fuck is his Tom Green, the Bum Bum song on fucking TRL. You know what I mean? Like that's the era that I grew up in.
Okay.
It was like you don't know. You hold on.
I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up.
Hold the boat. You're not talking about the Bum Bum song.
I don't think I've heard it. Well, maybe I have. I don't know.
Your life will be forever changed. You're welcome. You will probably watch that and you'll be like, everything about LC makes sense if this was part of his childhood. All of it. All the dots connect. I get it.
All right. I'll take it.
Do you remember Tom Green, like the Tom Green show?
I don't think so, no. When did that come out?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay. So I'm like a fake 90s baby. So I was pretty young during like the 90s. So I'd say I grew up in like the 2000s, the aughts. And then the teens, I guess. But yeah.
The Tom Green show. Let's see when it ran. Oh yeah, all right, yeah, it's really old. Wow, I'm dating myself. 1994, and it had 3 seasons.
Oh, there we go. I was a baby, man.
Yeah, I was too, though. Like I was mad young then.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was like a thing. Tom Green was mad fucking funny and just like so socially awkward and fucking weird.
I'm probably gonna like it.
Yeah, you'll watch fucking 5 minutes of anything Tom Green, you'll be like, this dude would post a scat meme. No doubt about it. So the whole thing behind that for the people that are like your age or younger that listen to this is in the, I want to say like the late 90s, the early 2000s probably, Eminem was really big.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Tom Green made this song called the Bum Bum Song. where he dressed up like Eminem, whatever music video he was a superhero in. He dressed up like that and just ran around and put his ass on things, and it was called the Bum Bum Song. And it went to #1 on the charts on Total Request Live. And I fully remember like him going on Total Request Live the day it went to #1, and he was like, yeah. So essentially like the first open person about being a shit poster. He was like, yeah, so I made this as a joke and there's like real artists here, so I'm gonna retire this. I don't know what's wrong with America that you guys like voted this to #1, but
that's straight up what. Yeah, I guess that's the precursor to everything over the last like 2 decades. Damn, that's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, so that was my era. That like they had New Year's with Carson Daly when Carson Daly was important.
Okay.
He's like, okay. Carson, okay. Yeah, wow. Fuck, I'm old. But like New Year's was like Kid Rock and the little midget that ran around with Kid Rock, and the midget was like, well, you know, flipping through a porn mag on TV as he was like watching the ball drop. Like that's the shit that I was brought up around. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kid Rock was like a fucking demigod in my house.
Damn, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, he's the trailer Jesus, just in case you were wondering.
All right.
If you're white trash and you've ever lived in a trailer in your life, then Kid Rock is a demigod.
Okay.
If not your Lord and Savior.
I gotta peep. So every time I see a stat meme, I gotta stack sats basically. Every time I see one. So
see that?
So that's adding value to space. Yeah.
Every time you see scat, you gotta stack. Bam.
Yep. We gotta prove Joe wrong.
Yeah.
You're not adding value, man. Come on.
I told him, I said, listen, I've posted porn memes where I put a fucking a lightning invoice over the fucking porn and make people pay the lightning invoice in order to see the porn. I'm adding value to the space. Somebody had to download a fucking Blue Wallet or download some fucking Lightning wallet and pay that fucking invoice.
Mm-hmm.
It's adding to Lightning adoption.
Joe's got to catch up. It's got to.
Yeah, fuck you doing, bro?
Run Lightning invoices everywhere.
What'd you ever do for the space, Joe? But, you know, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to keep it fucking lighthearted, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's too many people fucking yelling at each other and trying to take shit so fucking seriously. I tell people all the time, man, it's a fucking joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Yeah. Don't take it so It's not a dick. Don't take it hard.
Yeah, like, just fucking let it go, man. It's really like, just laugh at yourself and keep it moving. Get it. I actually have that written on my board of shit I want to talk about. It says scat sensitivity.
Oh,
I had people block me for fucking, I gotta block this. I had to mute LC. I can't handle it anymore. Fucking pussy. Pussy.
No. Can't block LC, man.
You know what that is? I jerk off to scat porn in my fucking downtime, but I'm gonna make everybody think that I don't by blocking LC because he posts scat porn. I actually had some dude be like, I didn't even know scat was a thing. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah. We know.
I didn't know this was a thing, bro.
Yeah. You can tell it to your therapist that your fucking scat addiction is my fault 5 years from now. You're welcome. This is disgusting. Why can't I stop looking?
It's basically mainstream now. It was in a few episodes. It was mentioned in a few episodes of Rick and Morty. That shit is mainstream. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
Exactly. See. So yeah, my goal in life is to end up like Rick.
No,
that's my aim in life. You know what I mean?
No fucks given.
Yeah,
yeah.
The world looks at you and thinks you're completely out of control. It just doesn't know that you're completely in control the whole time. It's the Rick way.
Yeah. It's like what's it called? Drunken Oh man, what is it called? It's like drunken jujitsu or something like that. It's like they don't know what you're doing, but it's effective.
The
Like
Drunken
in the whole,
Monkey.
yeah, in that fight, it's
Yes.
unpredictable. Yeah,
Yes. Jackie Chan does that shit in some movie. Fuck is it?
like,
The Drunken Master or something like that. I used
ooh,
to get really fucking high and watch a lot of karate movies.
yeah. I tried watching. Oh man, what is it? It's like one where he goes into the Bronx and he's trying to help his uncle or something. Could not. It was just so bad, but the
That
fighting was great.
what was it? Big Trouble in Little China.
Maybe it's where he. Yeah, I guess it's where he goes to the Bronx or something. I don't know. I gotta finish it.
So
It's
the
just
old Jackie Chan movies are fucking fire. Fire.
yeah. I
He
gotta watch.
speaks little to no English,
Hmm.
but
Or it's dubbed for whatever reason.
his fighting skills are insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Like his like parkour like shit that he did at that time was unfucking believable.
Hmm.
His ability to like vault over a fucking 15-20 foot wall. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So underrated.
Yeah. I would simp for Jackie Chan any day.
I'm
Even
currently
if,
simping for Jackie Chan.
yeah, even if he is like very privy to the CCP, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll give him a pass. And then
For
we
sure. Somebody's got to be on the inside, bro. Come on.
Jackie
And who
Chan is
better than
fighting
Jackie
for
Chan?
America in China right now. I don't
Jackie
care what
Chan's not
anyone
gonna fuck
says.
us.
He's not. I don't care what anyone says. He's fighting for us in China right now.
Yeah,
They just won't let it out.
as long as he doesn't have to fight Jet Li, we're straight.
Yep.
Oh god, there's so much. Like I feel. Oh, you're. I'm gonna send you a list of like all the terribly good, terrible shit that I like have filled my brain with over the years.
Send
I'm
it,
like
man.
I'm a big B movie guy. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but I'm a big B
Yeah.
movie guy.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen too many B movies. I've been I went to I did film school, so I had to see like all the like top 100 AFI whatever listed movies like when I was in film school. But yeah, I'd be down to see some B movies. They never talked about that because, they're I guess elitist or whatever.
Oh, like the Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger is a classic.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh,
No.
it's so bad. So there's really only three you have to know.
Okay.
The Toxic Avenger, which is there's like 1, 2, and 3, but the first one is the best.
Mm.
The Toxic Avenger, Chopping Mall,
Shopping mall? Okay.
Chopping Mall, as in chop, like
Yeah.
karate chop.
Okay.
Horribly bad fucking B attempt at a horror movie. Horribly bad, but so bad that it's good.
Gotta see it then.
And Hobo with a Shotgun.
Okay, I've heard of Hobo with a Shotgun. Didn't see it though, but
That if you went to film school, Hobo with a Shotgun is a theatrical masterpiece.
I gotta see it then.
When you watch it and you realize that it's shot the way that it's shot on purpose, it's a masterpiece. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable piece of cinema. Unbelievable.
I've been sleeping, man. I've been too into the rabbit hole.
It's the fiat education. You know what I mean? You went to a fiat based film school. You got to get into that like that
They're not gonna
underground
tell me
shit.
anything good. Come on.
Exactly. They're not going to tell you about good shit like the Toxic Avenger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. We did that. We did. Did you hear that? Adam Beck is in the meme charts.
Oh, say that again.
Did you hear that Adam Beck is in the meme charts?
Oh, I think I saw a screenshot. I was like, you got Jack and Adam back. Oof, that's
And Michael Saylor.
oh, and my What the fuck is he doing in there?
I don't know. He didn't remove himself, so we don't remove him.
That's awesome.
It all kind of goes according to like so it came out that the Meme Factory added Michael Saylor like to their group chat and then removed him like 7 minutes later or something. Something fucking gay.
Oh, why? That's weird.
Exactly. So we fucking added fucking Jack, Adam, and Michael Saylor. And obviously Jack and Michael Saylor haven't said a fucking thing. But fucking Adam just like chimed in mid-conversation the other day. He's like, oh yeah, mate. I'm a big meme enthusiast. We're like, what the fuck? He's real. I had somebody do the M&M's commercial from Christmas. You know the one I'm talking about, where the M&M's see Santa Claus?
Yeah.
And they're like, he's real. Oh my God, he is real. I had Sat Yoshi did that with Adam Back's face and a couple of meme tards on the M&M's.
Good.
It was like such a joke. People were freaking out in the group chat. We were like, holy fucking shit. It was a joke, but he actually answered. What the fuck?
You post scat memes in there?
Oh, fuck yeah. That's where we post all the scat templates. There's way more scat in the group chat than there is on public Twitter.
Oh man, I would probably be into scat memes then if I knew that they were seeing it all the time. Oh, look at this template. Oh yeah, we're gonna make this one good. Jack, they were just chilling. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm looking at this.
That's the funniest fucking part when he chimed in. I'm like it was at first. I was like, holy shit, Adam Back fucking said something in our group chat, and then it dawned on me like 40 seconds after. I was like, yo, I have posted so many fucking horse cocks and fucking shit eating memes in this fucking group chat. Like, I can legit never have a serious conversation with this man fucking ever.
Well, you definitely have something to talk about if you do. That'd be the perfect opener.
Yeah, he went silent after like, I don't know, I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 comments. He went silent again. And then, we got to like half troll him. I was like, yo, what are the chances of CSW being Satoshi? Like on 1 to 10. Personal opinion. Asking for a friend.
People chime in, they say 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. He's like, no, fuck you guys. No. Can't do this, no.
Oh, it was too fucking funny, dude. Oh my God, I couldn't believe he chimed in. That was the biggest fucking mistake I have ever made on Bitcoin Twitter, was tagging fucking Adam Back in a post. Biggest fucking mistake ever, and I will never do it again. I honestly, I don't know how people like him that have a follower account like that, even come on Twitter.
Yeah.
He went, who the fuck was it that posted? I think it was Preston, if I'm not mistaken. It was somebody. Either way, somebody posted and said, "Oh no, it was Pump." Pump posted and said, "I'm having fucking what the fuck is his name? The guy that fucking talks shit about maximalists at the convention."
Oh, Voorhees?
Yes, he's like, "I'm having Voorhees on the pod. Do you guys have any questions for him?" Right, and I'm like innocently scrolling. And Adam Back fucking posts underneath it, and he just literally rifles off this mean list of fucking savage questions, right? Like, has he learned anything from attacking Bitcoin? Has he learned anything from trying to shill shitcoins to people while holding 90% of his wealth in Bitcoin, for starters? And I was like, holy fuck. I didn't know British people could be like that. So I fucking, I retweeted it. Or I quote tweeted it, and I was like, I'm just going to go out on a limb, but I'm pretty sure that Adam Back is never going to fucking BitCloud us.
Yeah.
And dude, what a fucking mistake. XRP fucking maxis and fucking XMR maxis, just all in. Oh, dude, RIP to my fucking notifications. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
You just crazy. Wander in to hear yourself heard, to have yourself heard.
Yeah. I think Romario mentioned that a few times about you know when you make a post and then you're like, oh yeah, it's a good post, people like it, and then it just goes like a little too viral, and you're like, God damn, I just want to delete this shit. It's so annoying.
Yes,
Yeah, that's like
100%.
that's post privilege, man. We're complaining about our post privilege right now, but it's all good.
Yeah, some of the guys, like, I don't know how they do it. Yeah,
I don't know
I
how
don't
they
know how
do
they
it.
do it.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
Especially some, like, even some of the guys that meme, like, they'll post a meme and I'll look at it and it'll be like, posted, you know, 40 minutes ago, and there's fucking 375 likes.
Yeah.
How your notifications must just be off,
Yeah.
because that
You got
shit would drive me mental.
yeah.
I
What
like that nobody likes my scat memes. That's why I post scat, because nobody likes it. Cuts down on the notifications.
Yeah, your dopamine trip is just posting it. That's it. Just like, all right, accomplished my meme work today. I'm ready to move on with my life.
The funny part is that my job that I do, like my fiat mining, I would say most of the time I spend 6 hours out of the 8-hour workday sitting in a truck.
Okay.
So I have unlimited trolling and memeing time.
Yeah, I get that impression from like everyone on Twitter, including myself. Like, God damn it! Like, I'm just waiting. I'm wasting so much time. I don't even know what I'm waiting for.
I'll literally go in the group chat and I'm like, guys, I have nothing to meme about. We got ideas? Can somebody give me some material? Because I need something to waste 3 fucking hours of my life on.
Yeah.
I also have never posted a scat or a porn meme that wasn't approved by the group.
Oh, okay. That's
not that I
good.
need their approval, but I've never posted one that hadn't shown up in the group chat before, and somebody was like, "Yo, post that." So I'm not the only sick fuck.
It goes through channels. It goes through like a hierarchy of approval.
Yeah.
As long as I know that, all right, it's legit.
Yeah, I have a screening process to my scat memes. You would be appalled by the shit that doesn't make it to the public. If you think the stuff that goes public is bad, you should see the stuff that doesn't make the cut.
Everyone's just like, that's a line too far, man. We don't cross that yet. Maybe we got to warm them up. We got to warm them up with some of these, and then we can post that.
Keep that in the back roster. What else do I have? How do you feel about Bitcoin toxicity?
I love it. I don't think
or toxic maximalism, I guess.
From whose point of view? My view or like everyone else's?
I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Just like I don't ask anybody if they have any questions to ask you. If they have any questions to ask you, they can start a fucking podcast. It's not that hard. I did it.
Yeah. No,
What's your opinion on it?
I like it. It's when people say it goes too far, I'm just like, I mean, it only goes too far if you think it goes too far, I guess. I don't know. That's just your perception of it. Go as far as you fucking can with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I
should
always be pushing the limit.
Yeah. The only time that I guess it would be like a problem is if it started doxing people. Like, oh yeah, here's this dude's like address and shit. Like, no. That's probably the only time I'd be like, all right, this is too much, guys. Stop.
Yeah, that's a problem for me.
Yeah. Anything outside of that, I'm like, all right, do whatever you got to do. If I like it, I'll like it. If I don't like it, I'll just scroll past it. I don't know. I don't really get some of the people critique everything. I'm like, bro, why do you have time for this? Just move on.
We live on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's why we have time.
Yeah. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm like, my heart breaks for the time when the world opens back up, because I feel like we're going to lose a lot of people. Fucking Bitcoin Twitter. Twitter's a lot of fun right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the U.S. is pretty much like it's pretty much back to normal. I don't think anything's like
How is
super.
it there?
New York is they basically said uh so the rules are, which I don't fucking follow, but the rules are that you're allowed to have your mask off anywhere if you're vaccinated. In the subways, I think they're still like, yeah, you should wear your mask and shit. But yeah, I don't wear it because it's stupid. And everyone, yeah, I don't think anyone has a problem with it anymore. Even before they had mask mandates and everything, I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing this.
Yeah, see, it can be brutal up here, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm hearing stuff about Massachusetts and Boston. They're apparently even worse than New York. I don't know. Like, how is it over
oh
there?
my god. I went to fucking Walmart today and like I don't live up near Boston anymore, but
Mm.
holy fuck, man. Just like the unbelievable amount of virtue signaling is just so nauseous. It's so fucking cringe to be in public with these fucking people. Like
Mm.
me and my wife are like, yeah, we like you just said. I'm not fucking wearing that. Not doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Eh,
You
like
basically haven't changed like anything about your life since the whole
no,
thing happened, and you're
nope.
just going about your day. But everyone else is like, I don't even know what to call them. They just look like bugs with their fucking masks on.
That's how I knew it was all bullshit, right? My sister-in-law lives in Florida,
Mm.
and my wife works remote.
Okay.
Has been working remote since before the whole scamdemic and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but she literally every other month flies down to Florida to see her sister for a week, 9 days at a time,
Hmm.
and literally did not interrupt that schedule for any of this scamdemic,
Yeah.
and never got sick, and never
Hmm.
wore a mask. And I
Hmm.
was like, she's going to probably some of the dirtiest places, like airport. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the
Hmm.
dirtiest fucking place you can go,
Hmm.
and like never had a problem. And then like to just, I mean, we went to fucking Walmart today, and there's people walking around with a mask on, and they're not. So it's the same thing like you talked about, right? No more mask mandate, but quote unquote, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Yeah, whatever.
Like, I'm just gonna do
But
what I did before, like not be vaccinated,
right.
no mask. I'm just gonna do what I was. Nobody's gonna say shit, just like before. Yeah.
So there's literally people though that walk around with a mask on that
Mm.
says I'm vaccinated on the mask.
Uh, Bruh,
And I'm like,
what the fuck?
really?
On the mask?
How? Oh, dude, on the mask. I saw it when I was cashing out at fucking Walmart, and I was like, this can't be real. This cannot. He had a face diaper on that said vaccinated. And I was like, why are you wearing a mask? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you are vaccinated, the fact that you still have the mask on is just proving everyone you call an anti-vaxxer that they were right about not taking the vax. I'm just like, what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah, and I'm not here to tell anybody to take it or to not take. I mean, I think you're a fucking
Yeah,
retard if you take it, but
yeah,
do you? It's your body.
mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
But don't I just want that's my vision for the country that I live in, right? My vision for the country that I live in is that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't negatively impact me or my family,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you do. And vice versa. I should be able to do whatever I want to do as long as I'm not negative, like adversely affecting your life.
But
Why the
LC, you could spread like Delta on me, man. You don't understand. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I had that view before all the shit started with fucking COVID. Like before all that shit, like me and I
Yeah.
don't vaccinate my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like And there's my wife is like I said, she's been a remote worker since she got pregnant the first time, and she'd like have mom groups, and people are like, oh, well, why don't you vaccinate your kids, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I've always had that like common sense shit in my head, like, if your fucking thing works, why do I need a thing?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's always been like and it's the same shit with the fucking COVID shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if your shit works, then I don't need one.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I get sick, then I can't possibly get you sick if your fucking thing works.
Right.
That I saw a post, I forget who fucking posted it today. I scrolled by it, and somebody, I think it was Mind Over Matter, posted it. And somebody had posted like, if you, I'm home quarantined because not because I have a cold, because I'm positive for COVID. Yes, I got my vaccine, still wear a mask everywhere, still sanitize my hands everywhere I go. I'm just so upset that I'm sick because somebody else didn't do their part. What?
Bro,
What?
yeah, it's insanity. Just because of that, I'm gonna start pissing all over my hands and never washing them ever again. It's pretty much the mentality. I mean, it's the whole thing is supposed to be polarizing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this like super retarded thing. Oh, I'm gonna go do this opposite super retarded thing, and then we're just never gonna get along, and we're gonna keep everyone. That's pretty much what it is.
How can you not see that the entire thing is about dividing the population? Divide and conquer. If you
Yeah.
can keep people on the opposite sides of topics,
Mm-hmm.
then they're never going to come together to fix anything or to see that they're being fucked by the people that are dividing them.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking point. They
Yeah.
want you to think that that people are killing your grandmother because they won't get a vaccine. They want you to think that in towns like the one that I live in, that we're having cross burning ceremonies every fucking month. They want you to think, they want you to think, you know what I mean? Like they
Mm-hmm.
fucking put out this crazy shit
Yeah.
so that subconsciously you can't help but look at somebody who is associated with something and think, oh, instantly they're bad because of this. I don't even fucking know that person, but
Mm-hmm.
people will think that way.
Yeah.
Blows my fucking mind. But that's enough serious shit. I hate fucking serious shit.
This is why we need scat memes, yo. We just gotta lighten it up, yo.
As soon as I'm done with this call, I'm going right to scat memes.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a question for you about NiceHash. Does your NiceHash income go up with the difficulty adjustment, or does it stay the same?
So since it's based on shitcoins, it's pretty much like however well like ETH and I think what's the other one? I don't even know the name of the other one. It's the other one that's like proof of work. It's based on like how well they're doing against Bitcoin. So, I mean, the reason why I started doing it was because I didn't know anything when I started. So I was like, oh yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna get a PC. I'm gonna mine some of this, like mine some of these shit coins, get some Bitcoin with like as little skin in the game as possible. Like this is basically like fiat mentality, which is how I got into it. But I just left it up running, and it'll basically pay you however well. But yeah,
So you're a flippening maximalist.
flipping maximalist.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, you get paid based on how well ETH is doing against Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess so.
I was just shocked because, like, so obviously you know how long I've been in this. So, and I only got into mining maybe 2 months ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I said, when I'm in something, I'm in it. So I bought a fucking S9, and yeah, so I bought a fucking S9. I paid a ton of money for it at like the top, And then Jack Mallers fucking announced El Salvador, and I bought another S9.
Nice.
But dude, like I went to bed last night, and between the two S9s that I have running, they were bringing in like 19,000 sats a day.
Oh, it's dope. Yeah.
And I went to bed and I woke up this morning and it was like 27,000 sats a day.
Oh shit.
After the difficulty adjustment, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, let me
We
see
in
how,
business.
let me see how many sats do I get off of this fucking stupid thing a day?
And then I bought another dozen S9s because I'm a fucking degenerate.
Nice. Oh, so you this is the way. Yeah, so I'll probably make 7,500 to like 10,000 sats with this little card. That's it's not bad. I wouldn't judge people. Plus it's quiet. I would
you mind
definitely.
what I ask? If I ask what you're running, what are you running? Like a 3080?
It's a 1080 Ti. So this is like
Ti.
it's like a 4-year-old card. It still brings in some cash, but yeah, I mean, if you're living in the city, I guess I still don't think it's worth it, but you know, hindsight's 2020. But if I don't know, someone's interested in doing it, I guess go ahead. But S9s are the way if you have the space and the
cheap enough power.
Yeah, cheap enough power, and you don't have to hear the fucking fans. But yeah,
I tell people all the time. I mean, if you want to like just get into mining, just to like experience some mining and use game on the side, like buy a fucking Alienware with like a 3080 or a 3090 in it, and set up fucking nice hash on it, or set up Luxor on it, and fucking you can make $10 a day on a 3090.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Like, why the fuck for 60 cents in electricity?
Yeah.
Like, why would you not? Compared to the S9, like my S9 will make me $5 a day, and it costs me $1.60 a day in electricity, or $4 a day, and it costs me $1.70 a day in electricity, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I get really good electricity prices. So, like, it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's cool as fuck because
it is. It really is.
ASICs are cool.
I would go ASICs if I had the fucking space. Ugh. Hopefully soon. We'll see.
I couldn't imagine trying to do it in an apartment though. Like I know some people who just bought a couple because they like went on deep sale because of the fucking hash rate leaving China and shit. But
yeah,
like yo, you live in an apartment, fucking blessings to you and yours.
Yeah,
my shit's in the basement and you can hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard a few stories where they had an S9 closet, and I guess they soundproofed it, but they could feel the heat after like a few days. Like it'll gradually get hotter, so you can feel the heat on the floor outside of the closet. I'm like, I'm not going to deal with that. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, people don't realize. I was saying that to somebody today. They were asking me about it, and I'm like, my S9, like the chip temperature inside my S9 is 85 degrees Celsius.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's like 185 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take.
Yeah.
That's what it's blowing out the back end. So that fucker is hot.
Yeah, it's basically it's a heater.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely.
And that's what I'm going to do with them in the winter. I'm going to pipe them. I have forced hot air in my house, and I'm going to pipe them right into my forced hot air.
Nice.
Because why the fuck would I'm already paying for heat. Why not? I'm paying for the S9s to run. Why not fucking use the heat?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's totally the way to go. Yeah, situation. If I was to do it all over, I would just put it all in Bitcoin. Get to a certain like number like of Bitcoin and be like, okay, I'm gonna like try to get out of my fiat job and start actually mining Bitcoin, get out. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I could still play out like that. I don't know. I have to look more into it.
That's my goal right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking West Virginia. Me and my business partner, who's a good friend of mine, just found a piece of property in West Virginia. Fucking has free gas for life, free natural gas for life on it.
Oh, basically have to do it at that point.
I mean, it's like 85 acres for $100,000.
That's great.
Yeah, and I guess the pipeline runs through the property, so the gas company gives you free gas for life.
Free gas for life. Jeez.
Yeah, fuck me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna drop a fucking hash hut on it and make money.
How much are those huts? Are they like 20, 30 grand?
The small one that I was looking at was like 10,
Oh, okay.
which is,
That's not bad.
I believe it's 40 or 45 kilowatts, so it'll do like 25 S9s, I think.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what
up.
I'm. What's the mortgage payment on $100,000? Next to nothing.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You drop a fucking hash hut out there and plug it in, and
yeah.
I was talking to Coin Icarus about it. I'm like, I'm gonna build a fucking citadel out there.
Yeah, you got
85 fucking acres with a lake on it.
Play Take Me Home every day. Oh man, I would fucking love that.
I told Coin Icarus if I end up getting it, I'm for sure hosting a fucking I'm gonna clear out a big camping area next to the lake on the property, and I'm gonna have a pleb camp out every summer.
Bro, damn, that sounds like a lot of fun.
You just gotta do it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no shit coiners, just plebs coming together and talking shit with other plebs.
Yeah,
you got to be willing to camp.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to the conference or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No. I was. Yeah, I was like too late coming into it, and the price of tickets, like I had to buy sats instead of buying tickets.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Yeah.
I wanted to go to BitBlock Boom, but I still can't find a fucking ticket to get there. So if I find a ticket to get there, I will go to BitBlock Boom this year.
I'll let you know in the DMs.
Yeah, let me know.
I don't know if he still has the ticket, but I'll ask again because they reached out to me. I was like, but I'll ask around.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would love to go.
Nice.
All right, so the last two. I don't know if yeah. So I got last two questions that I ask fucking everybody. One of them's kind of normal. One of them's kind of fucking weird. But you really shouldn't expect any less from me. What does Bitcoin maximalism mean to you? Like, what does it mean to be a maxi? Everybody has a little bit of a different definition. That's why I asked this question. Because that tends to be like this purity test thing that happens. So I like to get everybody's measure of what they feel a maxi is to prove that the purity test shit is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I think it's well, my first response would have been like, oh yeah, if you consider yourself a maxi, but it's not true. Because if you consider yourself a maxi, like I've met people who are like, I'm 99% maxi. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? All right. So, that's not a good answer. But I'm
like 97% straight.
Yeah, basically. I was like, what do you mean? It means you have 1% shitcoins. What are you doing with that? I think it's just like anyone transitioning out of fiat completely into Bitcoin. Just Bitcoin. That's really it. Like your lifestyle, your work, your job, the way you pay for things, you should be like constantly working on transitioning out of the fiat system however you can. If you still have to use fiat for certain things, yeah, that's chill. But at a certain point, you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm not going to do fiat transactions anymore because it's going to be more accepted everywhere else. So I think everyone's just in like a constant transition. At least the maxis or plebs that we hang out with, they're all under transition.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get more into the like as many things that I can pay for with Bitcoin, I pay for with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because like I actually I just commissioned a piece of art from Clancy.
Oh, nice.
That was like my first semi-big Bitcoin purchase outside of miners.
That's what's up.
But I was like, yeah, I need a new avatar because, yeah, I don't want like Ben Stein's fucking estate to sue me.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, so I'm gonna need you to like draw something. Like you can make it a resemblance of that,
Hmm.
but I thought that was dope. Like I saw her work and I like her work, and just to reach out to her and be like, "Hey, can you do a piece of art for me?" Yeah, cool. Here's a lightning invoice. Cool, bang, paid.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Like it's fucking so sick. Like I don't know. I know a lot of people have probably been doing, P2P Bitcoin transactions for a long time, but
Hmm.
like I said, I paid for my miners in Bitcoin, but I don't really. I mean, I know the dude that I buy my miners from,
Hmm.
but I've been like in spaces with Clancy, like talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's different when you talk to somebody like that, and you're like, oh, cool, yeah, cool. I'll send you some sats. I bought some fucking hats from Romario too,
Oh, nice.
because he was like, these hats are way too big for my head, and I was like, I have a huge fucking head, and I have so much hair, so sell me your fucking hats.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Um, so last but not
Mhm.
least, do you eat any fucking weird shit because you think you have to as a Bitcoiner?
No, I think that's like it's bullshit. That's like the bullshit part, I think, about whatever is considered maximalism. It's like, yeah, you can eat whatever you want. Um,
It'd be cooler if you just ate meat.
yeah. Bro, why don't you just eat meat? It's like, yeah, I like eating meat, but I also like vegetables and greens and bread. I'm not
And
like
food.
I don't need like a fucking like I'm trying to gain weight. I'm not like on the other side of that. But
See, I wasn't on the other side of that till like 32. And it was, well, 31, 31,
hmm,
32. Oof.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I do eat too much sugar, which isn't good. That's something I have to work on. I think everyone sort of works on that. All these meat eaters, I think they're all just like fronting, man. They're not actually like all meat. Come on.
LARPers.
Yeah.
Fucking LARPers.
Yeah, I think every carnivore is a LARP. I'm calling you
I
all
get
out.
I gave up meat. I mean, I gave up bread.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough. But I went from like 235
Hmm.
to like 218. Two,
Okay.
210, 218, 216. I'm
Yeah.
6'1",
Okay.
but 230 was a lot for me when it's not, when I don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and I'm 6'1" and I'm 235, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah. 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 I run like every other day, so I don't know. I got to get calories somehow. And if it's not going to be meat, it's going to be, I don't know, something else. I don't know if I eat anything weird. Um, I try to eat like, it's not even like, what's it called? Intermittent fasting. It's like, I don't do it on purpose, but I don't have breakfast. I eat within like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's like the only time I eat. I guess that's the weirdest thing about how I eat, I guess.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
My wife's like, I don't know how you fucking do it. I'm starving. I'm like, eh,
I got discipline.
nah, I mean, just, look at scat porn all day. You won't be too hungry.
Yeah.
Keeps
Oh
the
yeah.
appetite in check.
Check the scannings.
If you're
Yeah.
ever really hungry and you wanna like be on a diet, just follow me on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's how it happens with work. I'm like, I get busy with work in the morning. I'm like, no, I'm not eating. I'll just wait till lunch, last minute for lunch, and then dinner at some point. I don't know.
That's how I am. I can't eat in the fucking morning. Coffee,
Yeah.
water. Go about my fucking day. Noontime around, I start getting hungry or whatever. And it's hard though when you give up bread. Life is
Mm,
fucking difficult to eat.
yeah.
Like it's
Can
fucking
imagine.
difficult.
Yeah.
You don't realize how like bread or bread based products are in fucking everything.
Yep. Yep.
Everything.
Does that does that mean you can eat rice or just nothing like that?
I don't eat any grains at all.
Okay.
So I'm like, meat, cheese, dairy, pretty much my diet. Like I'm a big like yogurt, fruit and yogurt guy.
Okay.
That's like I replaced like sugary shit at night with fruit and yogurt. Dinner
Yeah.
is usually steak or chicken. I'll do like lunch meat and cheese roll ups for lunch with like no bread.
Okay.
And then on the weekends I'll do like bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Okay. So you're the asshole at the deli that's like, I'll have a Philly cheesesteak, no bread.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anywhere outside of New York, we don't buy sandwiches at the deli like you fucking weirdos. But but yeah. I'm the asshole that goes to check out. Like today, I went to cash out at Walmart and I had like salami and fucking ham and pastrami and roast beef and provolone cheese and no loaf of bread. people look at me like, what the fuck?
This dude is like not vax. He doesn't wear a mask, and he's just like not eating bread. What the fuck?
Yeah, you mean you don't eat bread and quinoa? How are you healthy?
This dude's an alien. Ugh. I
You
do.
should get
Hmm?
you should really try soy burgers. They're much better for the environment.
Oh man, it kills me every time I see those like fake sausages, and they're like propped up, and they're just they're like sinking into the bottom of the package or something. I'm like, bro,
Oh,
I'm not eating that shit. It's gross.
so I'll be since it's kind of my fucking MO, right?
Hmm.
I didn't eat meat for a year, maybe
Okay,
longer.
bro,
My
you're not
wife,
you're not a Bitcoin Maximus, yo. Get out.
my wife was like, "Oh God," watched a couple of vegan fucking documentaries, and it was like, "We're gonna eat fucking veggie patties, and we're not gonna eat meat." And I mean, like I said, I grew up in the country, so I was like, "That's whatever. I'm gonna plant an ill fucking garden."
Hmm.
And you know what I mean? Like I would do stir fries and shit with rice but dude, I gained more fucking weight not eating meat.
Mm.
Like it was horrible, dude. Horrible. Like when you get to the point where you can't see your dick, life's hard. Life
Damn.
is hard.
Yeah.
When you look down and you're like, fuck, oh, like you like bend over to tie your shoe and you're not sure if you're gonna pass out before you get your shoe tied. Like life is fucking hard, dude. I was like, I
Uh,
don't understand. I'm eating all this shit that's supposed to be good for me.
is that when you were on bread too, or was it just like,
Oh yeah, I was on. I mean, yeah,
yeah?
bread, fucking yeah, dude. It was just
So
oh god,
yeah, all the unhealthy shit without meat, basically.
correct. Meatless crumble. No idea what it is.
Pizza every night.
Meatless
I'm a
crumble.
vegetarian, yo.
Yes,
I got,
exactly,
I got spinach on my pizza. I'm good.
exactly. Like yo, I'm a fucking vegetarian. Watch me. And then you start like learning some shit, you know, like you like open your eyes to something that isn't woke culture, and you're like, oh, so oat milk is really just canola oil. Cool. Yeah, I'm not
Mm,
gonna drink that anymore.
yeah.
I don't think that's good for me. I'm pretty fucking sure. I mean, I grew up in the country and I've never seen anybody milk an oat. I've seen a lot of things get milked. Never an oat, never an almond.
I've been milked. I don't know
Yeah.
where they're getting that milk from.
I've been on milking tables. I've seen things get milked. I'm not that you just gave me a great idea. I'm pretty sure milking table memes are coming.
Oh god.
I gotta let Patrick know milking table memes are next. It's the next thing. Oh
Jesus.
fuck, that's gold.
This
Oh, the creative juices. No pun intended.
is why we're here. We're bringing so much value to the space. All the listeners remember this.
Now I'm gonna have to tag Joe. Joe, do my milking memes bring value to the space? I want to know what the free market thinks about my milking table memes. Oh, fuck. Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on, taking the time.
Yeah, man. A lot of fun. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, bro. I'll catch you in a fucking super inappropriate meme thread sometime.
Let's fucking go.
Later, bro.
Yeah.